Elizabeth Ever After ASMR. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a wonderful day and happy Vlogmas day 23. Now, I am not going to beat around the bush. I am going to just be very straight up and level with you guys today. I do not feel awesome. My head is like absolutely killing right now, and I think more than anything, all I want to do is go just like lay down in the dark and go to sleep, but I am not gonna let myself miss a day of Vlogmas when we are this close to the end. So let me just apologize in advance because this vlog is probably gonna be a little bit shorter than what we're used to, but regardless, I'm still very excited for it. I have a fun little activity planned for us today, and this is something that I have been wanting to do for a long time now. Honestly, I wanted to do this earlier in the month, but we just kept being so busy with so many other things that it slipped through the cracks until right about now. But this is something I think is gonna be really nice and really special, so I wanna make sure that we do it together. So today we are gonna put together some Christmas gifts for cast members. It's the week of Christmas. It is such a busy and chaotic time of year, especially at Disney. And instead of being at home with their families, these cast members are here in the park making magic for us. When I was a cast member, I'm pretty sure I worked like every single holiday. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, I was always clocked in, costumed up, and ready to make magic. And that was hard sometimes, especially when I was in my college program. It was like my first Christmas away from my family. It felt like a lot, and I know that a lot of cast members right now are gonna be feeling that exact same way all this week. So I figured today that it would be nice to put together some little gifts for cast members, and then when we go to the parks later this week for our Vlogmas finale, we can give them out to cast members. I just think that would be fun. Okay, so here's everything we've got. I'm pretty sure I should have enough for 48 little gift bags. Let me give you like a quick little inventory. Obviously it's the holidays, so we're gonna do a candy cane. I actually did the cherry ones instead of the peppermint ones because I honestly just kind of think they're better. And I also feel like this isn't as overpowering as peppermint can be. I feel like every time you have something that's like sharing a container with something peppermint or something like that, everything comes out of that container all pepperminty. And I feel like these don't do that. I also got some little Nerds gummy clusters. Why not? They're fun. These right here are little like spray hand sanitizers, and there's a bunch of them in here. And I think all the different colors are actually different scents. When you're at a place like Disney, it's always good to have like a hand sanitizer on you at all times. And I feel like those are small and skinny enough that they'll fit in the pockets of pretty much any Disney costume. So it's something that a cast member could like keep on hand. In the same vein, I also got some little lip balms. These are all different like flavors as well. I might try to kind of like coordinate the hand sanitizers and the chapsticks. I think that would be cute. I don't know about everyone else, but the fluctuating weather lately has had my skin and my lips and my everything just like dry and breaking and uncomfortable. So like you can't go wrong with a chapstick. I feel like everyone could use a chapstick. For a little touch of something Disney, I got these cute little keychains. It's a variety pack, so there were like Mickey gloves, Mickey heads, things like that. And I'll just give everyone a random one of those. And then finally, everyone is getting a mini fidget toy. This may sound so weird, but hear me out. There are a lot of roles at Disney that involve a lot of time just standing still. When I was a cast member, there was a lot of time that I spent in certain roles just kind of like standing there and waiting for things to happen, or I had to be standing there for a certain like safety critical position. I don't like that. It makes me anxious. It makes me fidgety. I had a little teeny tiny individual poppet fidget thing attached to my water bottle. It was small, so I could fit it in my pocket if I needed to. I think it was actually orange. It matched my pirate pants, which was awesome. And for me, when I was a cast member, that thing was a lifesaver. So it may sound like pretty silly out of context, but I think if there are any cast members like me who don't really love just like standing still and waiting, a little bitty fidget toy like that that's super tiny and can just fit in your pocket might be really nice. So that was kind of my thought process when I gathered all of these things up together. And then I got a pack of these little like drawstring bags to put everything in. And it looks like things will like just barely fit in here. So that's perfect. I think we might just like sit on the bed and try to do this here. Actually, no, this feels inconvenient. We're gonna move to the kitchen. Okay, yeah, this feels much better already. I feel like we've spent a lot of Vlogmas in this kitchen, and I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna start by opening all of the Nerds gummy clusters and just putting them in this bowl so that it's easier for me to get them out and put them in the bags. The serving size is 2 pouches and there are 6 servings per container, then yeah, that would have been 48. Each of these candy canes is a pack of 12 as well. Let's see these guys. Ooh, okay. Gotta DIY a little bit. The little fidget popper things are keychains, but I have to put the little chains on myself. Alrighty then. Oh, this is gonna be tedious. Let's see the other keychains, the little Mickey Mouse ones. Oh, I like the little Mickey pants ones. Each of those is a pack of 24 as well, so that should be exactly 48. Ugh, okay, I need scissors. Come on, there we go. So yeah, we've got things like rainwater and lemon, coconut, eucalyptus. Ooh, lavender, that one's pretty. I think these will be nice. Okay, let me start DIYing some little fidget keychains real quick. Guess I'll put these in my other mixing bowl as I finish them. This is a rough task for a long-nailed girly. 1, 2. This one looks like watermelon. 3. Really? Come on. Is 3 where I begin to see failure? 4. Thank God. This one's giving like pink lemonade. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, this is tedious. I might give y'all a quick little montage for the remaining 38 of those. I'll be right back. "48 fidget keychains, all locked and loaded and ready to go." All right, I'm gonna do like a trial run pack and just see what this all entails. We have a hand sanitizer, we have a chapstick, a Nerds gummy cluster if it'll go in. There we go. I'm just gonna leave these in their little packages, the little Disney keychains. This one is a little Mickey Mouse thumbs up. That in there, to a little fidget toy, a candy cane, and there. I think that is a sweet little cast member holiday gift. I'm gonna dump all the chapsticks into a Tupperware real quick, just so I have access to the different flavors. And I'm gonna take these out of their wrappings so that I have access to the different scents. All right, perfect. I plan on going to at least 2 parks for our final day of Vlogmas, so I feel like I shouldn't have a problem handing all of these out over the course of the day. I'll have to bring like an extra tote bag or something to make room for everything because there's a lot of these. I'm so excited to be able to do something like nice and fun for cast members who are taking their time and working during the holidays instead of being home with their loved ones. Like, it isn't much, but I hope they know how appreciated they are. I have so many memories from being a cast member during holiday seasons, and not all of them are the most magical memories ever. Like, I know I told you guys the story of me crying in the back room because it was my first Christmas away from home. But there is also something special about being a part of so many people's holiday celebrations. Like, so many of these cast members are going to be the reason for these people's Merry Christmases and things like that. And I just think that there's something really special about that. Watermelon chapstick, watermelon hand sanitizer. I like pairing them together. Where's one of the ones that looks like a watermelon? There we go. Hee. I've seen so many firsthand examples of how cast members really are the reason that Disney is as special and magical as it is. Even just in Vlogmas alone, looking back, there are so many things that were made so much more special because of the cast members who were working. And I feel like this is just one small way that I can show my appreciation for everything that they do. I hope everyone likes these. Obviously, I'm gonna be handing them out to my favorite cast members who always work at Epcot during Pintastic Tuesdays. Pintastic Tuesdays are like the highlight of my week every week, and it's not just because I get cool new pins. So much of it is because of the cast members that are working. Like, so many of them are just such genuinely sweet, kind, wonderful people, and they have such a positive impact on my experience every Tuesday. And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. If you've ever been to Pin Drop at Epcot, you know that so many of these people go there to see their favorite cast members. They are just such a big part of what makes Disney such a special place. Okay, that's our first box of candy canes done, so that means we've done 12. Only 36 to go. These are really cute, I think. I think if I was a cast member, I would be really excited to get a little gift like that. I got a few little gifts when I was a cast member that I thought were so nice. I got little like knickknacks and keychains here and there. One little girl gave me earrings once. Those were super sweet. I think that was around Valentine's Day, and they were little like heart-shaped earrings. I still have them in a jewelry box somewhere. If you've ever given cast members gifts, they've probably kept them all, at least if they're anything like me. This feels really nice. I'm so glad I'm doing this. If handing these out goes well, maybe I'll try to make this like an annual tradition. Not all of the scents and flavors match, so I'm having to make what I think are good combinations of the ones that don't. I think peach and strawberry sound great together. heard snoring. Jeremy fell asleep at his desk. I don't know how he's able to do that when his certified yapper of a wife is out here, but good for him. Almost halfway through. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those extra fidget toys and that extra bag of Nerds gummy clusters. That's a lie. I know what I'm gonna do with the gummy clusters. Ooh, honeysuckle. I bet some of these smell really nice. Kind of makes me wish there were extras so I could try them, but I don't want to take any away from the cast members. A handful of these candy canes are a wee bit broken, I will say. Although I feel like that's kind of the standard with these candy canes. I don't think I've ever had one of them where it wasn't at least broken in one spot inside the plastic, so I'm sure it'll be okay. Apple and orange? It's like apples and oranges. Ah. I'm sorry, I hate myself for doing that. That was awful. Halfway there. I like these. These are nice. I feel like these will be enjoyable. Here, can you hear it in the microphone? Hee hee. Elizabeth ever after ASMR. Okay, I put the camera down for a little bit because it needed to charge, but we are on our final, hold on, 5. I've had such a nice time making these and just putting them together. This has been so fun. And I just keep thinking about how excited I hope these cast members will be when they get them. I think my plan is to bring a big old tote bag to the parks with me on top of my regular purse, just full of all of these little gifts, and then I'll be giving them out, you know, throughout the day. Almost done. Oh, I fear I need 2 more bags of Nerds gummy clusters. I also did have 1 candy cane casualty, but weirdly, everything is still coming out right, numbers-wise. So I guess one of the boxes must have just had like an extra random candy cane in there somewhere, which only works to my benefit because now I still have the even 48 that I needed for everything, and I have a candy cane that I can eat while I edit. And that is the last one. Well, as you can see, my bed is now absolutely covered in these cast member holiday gifts, and I cannot wait to give them out in a couple days at the parks. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here, but guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I made all of these gifts for the cast members. I like how I just gestured to the part of the bed where there aren't any of them. Those gifts. Those gifts. Those there. This was really fun and rewarding to do, and I can't wait to be able to give these out in a few days. And I hope that every cast member that I managed to give one to appreciates it. All right, my friends are waiting for me. We're gonna do a little pre-Christmas pin trading meetup because we have stuff to give each other. So let me go ahead and pull our advent calendar pin real quick, and then we will head on out of here. This is our second to last one. Can you believe that? I have a pretty good feeling of who it's gonna be. If it'll come out. Oh my God. Can you please? Oh, there we go. Yep, it's Nightmare Fuel. Unironically, the Ghost of Christmas Future scared me so bad as a kid. Like this freaking Nazgul over here, terrifying. But hey, onto the board you go. All right guys, thank you so much again for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I post new short form content every day and new long form content every day till Christmas. What's that, like the day after tomorrow? Love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow.